What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? This is I, James, ReToptionAgency.com. Almost 23 years selling full-time on eBay. I got a surprise for you today. Oh, you can't see him as good as I thought you were going to be able to. Mr. P to the Wee. He was on his back for most of the time, showing you his package. All right, it's Friday, so we get to do the top 5 categories of the week, and then I got a lot to mail out here, so we're just going to get right into this. Yesterday, only made up to $593. It had a lot of issues, a lot of errors. Put them on the tech board if you want to go see my post there. I'm posting it there, trying to keep it in eBay's face of the problems. That being said, it looked like overnight done pretty well. So we are at 10 a.m. this morning. I'm at $160 right now. So on the low end of where I like to be at 10 a.m., 150 to 250. So that's at least a positive. Number of items sold yesterday, 47 items. So if you don't know, I put shipping back on, got rid of the free shipping, but I'm still doing the buy to get to, which I've sold another 8-piece and at least one 4-piece. I can remember this morning or overnight. So far today, we've got 17 items sold. So 8 organic, 9 promoted. And I am promoting everything in the store now since my lowest has been upped by $2 by getting rid of the free shipping. My lowest is at $3.99 unless I take an offer or send out a 10% coupon. In order to match the $1.67 of the $6.99 free shipping, it would have to be $1.99 with my shipping. And I'm trying to avoid that because that's what I'm getting away with. So I don't want to go below $3 this time, $2.99. So that gives me that extra $1 there. Plus, hopefully, the incentive of buy to get to will make people want to buy more anyway. And so I'm building on that. Sales for the week. Alrighty. And like I said, my hats took a big hit last week, so let's see where they stand this past week. We're doing boom to boom. Without international, $4,298, up 2.3% from the week before. Net sales, $1,885, up 1.5% from the week before. Let's throw on the international sales. So it's $4,298. $43.23. So not much in the I thought I had more sales than that because I had like 8 sales. Why is that not registering? So that's $43.24. $4,324, up 1.1. How did that go down by adding the international? Oh, well, because the international sales were better last week. That's still a big... But last week, or the week before, I thought the international sales seemed off. I'm going to look more into that. That just... Something there don't feel right. All right. 353 items sold, down 0.3. So not much difference there. Top 5 categories sold last week on eBay. Coming in at number 5, we've got... It looks like my top 5 right now, where it sits, is what I'm looking... Not necessarily the order, but the items I'm looking at to get $1,000 per week in. These glasses. So coming in at number 5, we got DVDs and Blu-rays, $246, up 75%. Dropping down to number 4, music cassettes, $425, down 13.6%. Moving up, number 3, vinyl records, $530, up 41.1%. And still taking a hit, but coming up a little bit. because we were down, what, 40, was it 30 or 40, 35, 30 to 40% last week on hats. So hats number 2, $654, up 15.6%. So we're working the way back up with hats, and I do got a few here. That means number 1 is music CDs, $927, down 3.6%. Honorable mention, men's t-shirts, $103, up 176%. All right. So that's where we are there. Let's see if we got any questions and comments to jump on while I ship this stuff. They don't care what it costs us to ship. I no longer do free shipping on eBay. Just not worth it to me. Yeah, it is not worth it. I've always said that, but I thought, why not give it another try if I'm going to get back into the volume game, and it's just not worth it. And if you see what I got here, you'll know why it's not worth it. Jumping back to the instincts. Leaning on what you know, what I know, what I've learned all this time, and just turning it up, turning the volume up. 2 sales in 15 days, worst ever in 20 years. Most new listings, no views. eBay is dead. Flea market. Well, if you only got 2 in 15 days, I don't know how many items you got up, but that sounds like more than an eBay problem, honestly. That's definitely something more than an eBay problem there. Whether it's number of items or overpriced, something else has to give there, I would think. I'd be curious to see what your store looks like. I can give you a little advice if it's that bad on what you might want to try to do. Caca-doo-doo. My stupid little poop short I put up yesterday. And actually, while I'm sleeping, I guess I woke up in a dream and I was making a second version of that poop short. So, and it actually gave me a way to make that short, a poop short, unlimited. So I may have another one today. And it's going to be themed. Because this was the best one after that poop short. My 6-year-old was laughing so hard. I don't know why I said son when it doesn't say son. My 6-year-old was laughing so hard. Like, yes. Pee-wee, he's very much loved. Good clip. I smashed the thumbs up. Yes, hit that thumbs up, please, for me. If you don't mind, I appreciate it. See, I have to be reminded to remind you. This week I had crickets on eBay. However, Poshmark and Mercari saved me. Cross-posting rules. Cross-posting does not hurt. And if you want to use Vendoo, I have the affiliate link below. If you want to use that, save some money on your first month. A couple of days ago, I ended 200 items on eBay. I selected them all for the sell similar, and all I got was a blank page with the wheel spinning. I have tried numerous times and nothing happens. Yeah, that was one of the issues I kept having yesterday is when I ended in sell similar, it would erase all the information on a listing. So it would erase the title, the price, everything. I was like, really? I love eBay when it is working, but sadly the website is garbage with never-ending glitch problems. On top of that, eBay AI is out of control. Yeah, definitely AI is out of control. I found something yesterday I've never seen before. I got apparently had a bunch of takedowns. Probably best to show it in a screen thing. And it said to resolve, but there's no way to resolve it. And it'll say this was taken down because of one set of offensive material. And it was a Rams hat. I'm like, really? So that to me is AI, and I don't think you're getting dinged for these because they make no sense. One was a cassette tape that said offensive material. One said no policy violation. I'm like, well, and they're still up. So I don't understand. They weren't taken down. They just said they're violating policy, but yet they're not violating policy, but yet they're still up. So I'm like, what? It makes no sense what the hell's going on with this stuff. But all right, I got to get to shipping because I got some stuff here. So we just got 2 more sales. So I got 29 orders to get out here from overnight. And let's get started. Missa, self-titled cassette. This is from part of record exchange buyout I did. Sold for $19, headed to El Paso, Texas. And of course, I didn't get prepared before I started the video, so I'm probably gonna have to run off a couple of times to get supplies. These things always flying around, stuck to my leg. Get off my fingers, please. This is the only bad thing about Giro Pack that I've found so far. It's sticky. Not sticky, but electromagnetic sticky. Is that the right word? Electromagnetic. Just like when you scratch your hair. Okay. Oh, crap. I forgot. I got stuff on the news store. Let me knock that out of the way first, because it's in the way. Got 4 orders on the news store. First up, we've got this AB Studio women's dress. Just took an offer for that this morning for $7. Headed to Beaver Creek, Ohio. All right, 10. Michelle. That name looks familiar. I don't know why. Okay, get that out of the way. Next up, we've got this Door Country cap. Took an offer for $5 on that. Headed to Wisconsin. Took that offer this morning also. Matt. Pee-wee. What you doing? And we've got those, whatever they're called, UFOs slides that Jan picked up at the bins. It was in one of the videos. Sold for $15. Headed to Minnesota. Hey, you, stop that. No. Hey, no. No. So I think again, part of his that stuff and the scratching. Stop. No. Seems to be an anxiety thing, because this morning when he thought it was time to eat, he was scratching like crazy. I notice a pattern when he starts scratching in the middle of the day. Take him outside and he'll poop. So he's like having the scratch fit before he has to poop, and before when it's about time to ready to eat. So it feels like an anxiety thing. So I started feeding him more, and I'm wondering if feeding him more is what started calming it down. I'm not sure. Because there was one day where he even only ate half his bowl and then came back at noon and ate the other half. So I'm not sure. Seems like there's something to it anyway. Oops. And then got a note Thank you, James. So I'm guessing the viewer bought the Lucky Charms t-shirt. So for $9.50, headed to Waukeesika, Illinois, if I'm saying that right. Five. Alrighty. So thank you for the order. Much appreciated. Since I've started paying attention to the store, I've had sales every day. We'll go ahead and look at those numbers while we're here. Go back to Seller Hub, Performance. Sales for the week. Boom to boom. So, sales this week on the new store. $303, up 167%. Good start. With only a 37% selling cost. Net sales $176, up 245%. 13 items sold, up 225%. Average price per sale $23.29. Top 5 categories: men's or women's comfort shoes, $32. Number 4, women's coats and jackets, $32. Kids shoes, number 3 at $38. NFL items at number 2, $38. And the anchor, the foundation of the store, t-shirts, men's t-shirts, $119, up 100%. Boom. All right, back here. Let me switch this out. I gotta figure something out with this vinyl. Like, I'm just out of room with this vinyl because I don't have anywhere to stack it on shelves. So it's laid out individually because you don't want to put no weight on top of them. And I'm like, my floor is getting covered and it's like walking through a thin hall. Swishland, I have no clue, whatever that is. So for $8, headed to Portland, Oregon. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I need to start rethinking. I got to squeeze more room out of this spot somehow. Since my other room's not ready yet, being cleared out. Going to Oregon, Portland, Oregon. Next up, we've got this vintage St. Louis Cardinals, probably some kind of stadium giveaway or something. Little desk clock. Sold for $10, headed to Jackson, Missouri. just about figuring out. Six, 4, Bonnie. Next up, we've got this American flag ball cap. Sold for $10.50. Headed to Columbus, Georgia. Got a lot to do this weekend. A lot of picture taking. So I think I got all my CD lots in that I ordered off eBay. We got Super Mario and Duck Hunt. Sold for $7, headed to North Carolina. Which I already sold some of the metal, a few of the metal ones that I put up yesterday. I knew it was stuff that would move quick. That's why I bought it all. Well, not all of it, but most metal. And the other lot was a lot of. One was like metal. One was R&B. One was a huge R&B lot, huge metal lot, and then a smaller rap lot, and a couple of smaller ones that had metal mixed in. Got Wolverine DVD, sold for $4, headed to Sugar Grove, Pennsylvania. That box is empty, so I need to open a new box. Not proprietary. Oh man, which way do I want to do these? Three, 6, 9, 1. Chad. Next up, we've got, are you ready for a DVD line? Yeah. These are all $4 DVDs. Buy 2, get 2 free. We got Mystic River. Spine so I can read it. Hee-Haw Collection. Hee-Haw. Mrs. Doubtfire. Donnie Darko. Can you guess how many of these I've ever watched? So we got 4 right here. Next 4, The Happening. How many of these have I watched? I'll give you a second for your guesses. We've got 10. We got The Outsiders. And Eat, Pray, Love. Buy 2, get 2. That means they sold for $22.30. How many of those have I seen? I watched the Hee Haw show once. That's it. I've never even seen The Outsiders. Not a big movie TV person. Oh, these can go in a box. In a box? In a box. So, kinda one is the answer. Kinda one. Kinda one. Alright. 8 by 6 by 4. 113 medium ale. Oh, Lydia. Next up, we've got a little girl's Cardinals cap, sold for $10.50, headed to North Carolina. Next up, we've got Kid Phonic 2 for the PC. That sold for $14, headed to West Valley City, Utah. For Colin. We were just working it today. This is one of the CDs that came in one of my recent lots. Van Halen, 2 CD set, Best of Both Worlds, sold for $6, headed to Riverside, California. And remember, they all have shipping now on the media. Next up, Rag Fit DVD. Not sure what it is. Sold for $13, headed to Jackson, New Jersey. Next up, Country Love Songs CD, sold for $4, headed to St. Paul, Minnesota. My videos are boring when I'm kind of just on a mission. get it done. And I don't have a topic. Don't have a topic to speak of. Traffic on the Road, 8-track tape, sold for $4, headed to Oakland, California. I guess I'll try to get out and find some yard sales tomorrow. Next up, are you ready for a CD lot? CDs that came in one of the lots I bought. Got Pantera, Far Beyond Driven. Yeah. Got a little Exodus for you. Boom. So that was $4.99. $3.99. That had water damaged inserts. The Almighty Testament. That one was $6. And then another Exodus that had water damage. And that was $4. So, buy two, get two. I need some ones, man. I need some ones. Close enough. I think they're twos. Alrighty, one even. Email. Kyle. Move out of the way, please. Next up, Pure Prairie League. Busting out cassette tape. Sold for $3, headed to Cottonwood, Arizona. Crazy how expensive media mail is now. Media mail was made to move stuff cheap, yet it's higher than ground. Buffalo Bills hat sold for $15, headed to New York. Trying not to get started on the bad moves of the two companies we use the most. Today is Friday, ain't it? I'd be shocked if it... Yeah, okay. Bing Crosby cassette. Sold for $4, headed to Pennsylvania. And I gotta get the sponge out of there so I can glue it back in. Dr. James reporting for duty. Report for poopy. Dun, 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 dun. Sturdy hands. for once. Finally, my hands are shaky. Boom, 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 boom. Brandon. Alright. That's not in there. Brandon. Next up, Sidewinders cassette. Sold for $3, headed to Connecticut. Connecticut. Monty. Next up, we've got Scooby-Doo women's t-shirt. Sold for $9.50, headed to Norfolk, Virginia. Michelle. Next up, we got Hello Dolly on vinyl. Sold for $17. Who would have thought, huh? 17 bucks. Headed to Mound, Minnesota. This is one Jan picked up over at the Benz recently. Boom. 1, 2. 2, not 152. Paul. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I'm running out of room here. Next up, a hat that's been in my store for like 7+ years. Just a kid's baseball cap. Took an offer for $5, headed to Virginia. Doink, 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 doink. Stack, James. Next up, we've got a Ginger G women's tank top with some elephant print and stuff on it. Sold for $7, headed to Quincy, Massachusetts. Next up, Clara de Luna cassette, Reader's Digest cassette. Sold for $4, headed to Salt Lake City, Utah. Next up, we got spinners, part of the yard sale vinyl. Sold for $5, headed to Charlotte, North Carolina. not come across any international sales yet. That stinks. 14. Quan. Next up, Lullaby Tribute to Dave Matthews Band. Sold for $13. Headed to Greeley, Colorado. Dougie Fresh. Doing What I Gotta Do cassette tape. Sold for $3.10. Headed to Georgia. I finally see the first international, and of course, Argentina. Why are those not being blocked? Take that off. Oh, and then we got an Australia. But that one I cannot find. I'm going to have to cancel that one. I searched yesterday and I searched today. So I'm going to have to cancel that one. All right. The last US one is a George Strait, Ace in the Hole, Oh Me Oh My 45. Sold for $3, headed to Idaho. What'd you call me? I should start saying, what did I call me? That'd make that joke funnier. Idaho. What'd I call me? Idaho. All right. 661. All right. Total $117 in postage. Confirm and pay. Has anything sold since we've been doing this? I don't know. You spin me round, baby, round, round like a print. Boink. Was it 160? I'm at, oh wow. Was it 160? We're going on 11 a.m. right now. $255. Biggity bam. That's what I'm talking about. Keep them coming. Keep the sales coming. Cassette, vinyl, CD, and a plush dog. Keep it coming. Keep those sales rolling, 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 rolling. Okay. Jeannie. Jeannie's got a gun. Daniel Boone. Nancy Drew. What'd she draw? Quinn. Colin Quinn. MTV Remote Control TV show. Colin Quinn. Comedian. Brittany. Miss Spears. Britney Spears. Brittany Fox. At the girls' school. Nicole. Scammer on YouTube. Mel. Mel, back from Burnout. Paul. Philly Flipper. Michelle. Well. Just can't tell. Well. My Michelle. Monty. Not fast enough, James. Brandon. Frazier. Christian Cage. Patriarch. Blue Tag Market. Okay, I guess that one stands for itself. Kyle. NASCAR. Jess. Jesse James. Jess. Robert England. Deborah. Debbie Does Dallas. Patrick Swayze. Colleen. Don't got one for Colleen. No Colleen. Adam. He was a host of Ed Ringer's Ball. Adam, can't remember his last name. Lydia. Don't know Lydia. That I can think of anyway. Chad. A guy I worked with at a music store when I first started working. David. There's plenty of Davids. Don't need one for that. Zach. My friend Daiquiri, that everybody always calls Zachary for some reason. Bonnie. And Clyde. Meryl Streep. DJ Mystique. And I guess that one speaks for itself also. All right. I just got this international one to go. It's a Barbra Streisand, $20 CD headed to Argentina, CD promo single. So I'll go ahead and take care of that. And I'll let you guys go. And I'll gotta head to the post office. And I'll see you all in the next video. Later.